Hello and welcome back to Kinlaig. Well, in this episode we're going to give you a little sneak peek of what happens later on. This is kind of the new thing we're doing for the intros. So let's have a look at logging and us pretty much nearly tipping over the harvester. And we've bought this as well. That makes it even worse. If we tipped it over, that would cost us a fortune. But now back to this. We are in the process of doing onions. Later on we are going to be buying some equipment for the forestry. There's a new forwarder, a couple of bits of equipment for it as well. We get a brand new truck and trailer, and later on we need to hurry, which is in tomorrow, still in this episode, but next month in this episode, we have to turn around some fields, get them ploughed, limed, and get them sorted out and barley planted, so we're in the window for harvesting next year, and obviously in the window for planting as well. But we're going to get cracking doing this onions, and we will just have a little quick time lapse just now of us doing this. We'll go back to the field to get loaded up again because he fills up really quickly. It just seems like I'm back and forth non-stop tipping it into here, and we'll soon have this filled up and we'll be tipping into the store fairly soon as well. I don't know if it should take all this. We'll find out in a second. It looks like it. Yeah. Right, we're going to head out into the field, get that done. So stay tuned later on in this episode. We'll just get this started up. There we go. Yeah, stay tuned. Later on this episode, we are going to get into a bit of forestry. Not too much, we're going to save that for the next episode, but we do break down what we bought and the amount we spent. So let's get back into onions, and then later on, turning the fields round, getting barley planted, and getting organised for next year. The last load of onions coming in now. We have finished the harvest. I didn't really do much of a time lapse there. It gets very repetitive and it takes ages. It's now 1:45 in the afternoon and that's us just finished up, so it does take a minute to do. But we did just get charged, just on the way over here actually, about £11,000 for the vehicle rental, which we need to actually return. But I'll just set this up for putting in there. There we go. So the last 15,000 litres. We do have the mass out in that field now. He's probably actually gonna, let's see if we can return it from here. No, don't reset it. Return. Yes. Saves them getting blocked. Right, that's it back. We had 1.7 hours on it. I'm not sure how it works that out when it was going for most of the day, but that's what it was. The leasing cost is going to tell us £37,872. So very expensive. Let's see how much we actually got in total. So we've got 186,000 litres in this storage, plus we've got whatever we've got in here already, which was topped up to 50,000. It didn't take any more than we started to put into storage. So another about 230 to 240,000 litres. So that's pretty good going. And we've already got 10,000 litres of packed onions, potatoes. So that's going to take a while to get through. Hopefully we've got them all done by December again and we can sell them for the best price. Salmon still looks good, but I don't think we need to sell it. We're still above 100,000 in the bank, so there's no need to panic now. And we don't have any big, and there's no higher purchasing. We've got no big payments coming off. The only thing we need to keep an eye out for is the oil mill going empty, because it's only got 4,100 litres left. The fish breeding, which goes through it fairly quickly. The sawmill's good just now. Both of them are still good. Nothing else is running. That's still waiting for soybeans, as you know. they're both kind of okay just now. We can get away with leaving them. Cows are good just now. They are going to need some water, and we can use the rest of that TMR that's left to top them off as well. They can get some more food later on. We've got another 144 this morning. I never noticed that. So another 144 chicks, and they're still working through that first bale. That was a good idea, getting that 8 months old at the time. We've now got 94 litres of goat milk, so we are producing. It will be in here. There we go. So 8,400 just now. The best price is October. So we could have a bit by the time October comes in. That's 9,200 per 1,000 litres, but I'm pretty sure we can do something else with that. That was the idea with getting the goats. I'm sure there was a dairy. Maybe not. Oh, I thought there was a dairy here. Right, well we can't do anything with it until we buy a dairy. Another production to add to the mix. Right, the only thing left to do for today is, once that field has been ploughed, which is going to take a while, we're going to take a look at the castle and windmill to see what they need while he's ploughing away. Once that's done, we need to put canola into field 19, then roll it and fertilise it, and then we've got to fertilise, I believe it's field 11. Yeah, because the tractor's still sitting here with the fertiliser from this morning. They did that field. And apart from that, there's nothing really else to do. But what we did do is we bought the onion windrower, which is on the back of that JCB here. We bought that this morning. We own it outright now. There's no finance on it. And that was £35,000. We also repaired the fast track and the topper. The fast track was £3,584 and the topper was £3,646. And then obviously the initial lease cost of the big onion harvester, that was £26,826, but we can turn that off for now. I don't think there's really anything we can do apart from just nip over and see what the castle's needing. We can feed the animals when we come back. We'll take this. Has that got any water in it? It does. Right, well, it's got water in it. In fact, what we can do is we can drop off some water to the Highland cows, and then when we go over to the castle, we can take the trailer with us, fill up what we can from the stream, drop it off there, and then go and see what we need to do with the windmill and the castle, and then pick it up on the way back. I did smooth this out. I finally got around to doing it, but for some reason it still comes up with almost like a field kind of style with the tyre tracks in it, which isn't good. Right, that's emptied it. That's good. We can go pick up some more. Right, I'll see what the castle windmill needs, and we'll see you back here soon. We'll probably do a little couple clips of the ploughing in that field as well, but we'll go and get this done, see what it needs, and we've got the time now, so we can actually take stuff over if we need to, or take stuff to sell if it's a good price. Right, we'll see you in a minute. Whoa, if I don't break the axles off the trailer. Right, let's go and get this done. The chickens fed this morning and the cows as well. We're just checking up here. We've still got plenty of hay left in that bale. Is that a full pallet? No, 259 litres. Well, it is coming on. They are slowly producing, and we did move the eggs over last night as well. We fed the TMR to the Highland cows, and we filled up the beef cattle as well. We've got a worker out ploughing field 14. There is a worker out on field 11. I think it's field 11, the grass field. We're cutting that. It is at the first stage of ready to harvest, but the reason we're cutting that field is it's got no fertiliser, so it doesn't matter what we do now, it's never going to have a good yield. So we thought we'll just get rid of it now and put barley in. Let's take a quick look here. So field 14 is getting ploughed because it needs it. We're going to be putting barley into 14. Barley's also going to go into field 13, which we can actually do now. Field 11 is getting cut right now. Yes, because that is grass. As you can see, there's no fertiliser on it, so there's no point in waiting because we can't put fertiliser on today for a better harvest tomorrow. That won't work. So we've got to cut field 8 tomorrow when it reaches a better yield. Field 12 as well, that is going to be, I'm just checking my notes. No, field 12 we're keeping. The second cut, tomorrow's cut is going to be silage, and the second cut again is going to be silage, and then we're going to figure out next year what we're going to put into it. Field 8 is going to be cut today for hay. No, tomorrow. If we get a second cut, that's good. If not, then there's no loss there. We're going to be putting soybeans in that field in April. But barley's going to 11, 13 and 14 today, but we need to collect all the grass off field 11. That is going to be made into hay as well, so we've got enough for the sheep, and it also makes some for the TMR as well. Soybeans will be ready tomorrow. Check them out there, it's dark green now, so that's going to be ready tomorrow. Field 15 is obviously sitting with nothing in, that's ready for soybeans next month as well. We did do a little bit of forestry work. We're actually going to spend a bit of money on that. We managed to fill up this full. We've already started producing firewood ready for December, which is what I'm planning on. Between the firewood and the onions, which we actually need to top up, the trailer should be full now, ready to take to that. Between the onions and the firewood, we should get a decent amount of money to not quite pay off, but pay a good chunk off. That's full and producing wood planks long. Let's leave that there just now. We'll run over here. We're going to buy a few bits of equipment on hire purchase. I know, we've got no debts, so let's make more. There is firewood there producing from last night. We've still got a log there that hasn't been taken in. And we've got another one here. What we're doing is we're clearing out the left side. I don't know if we can actually see it from down here. We might need to take a run up. Maybe not. Right where this little white bit is in the middle, white circle in the middle of the screen is, on this left side, we've cleared all that out of the trees. I'm trying to see where the yarder line goes. It's maybe over this side actually. We've cleared out all that. Let's look up here. So that's the yarder there. We have new trees planted in here that was done, was it 2 years ago? We've started clearing out this left side. And we've taken a line from our boundary line. We've cut a couple of trees down there so we know how far back we can go. But we've taken out this side here, and we're going to be taking out this whole section in here and replanting. The reason is we have started, and I don't know if it's going to pay off well, but we're going to find out. We're leasing the actual sawmill. And what we're planning to do is we're going to make prefab wall sections, and we're just going to sell them. Maybe on the train, because they do take in a decent chunk of money. So if there's nothing being built round about here, we can put that on the train and take that to where they need to go. So that is the plan, but we do need to buy a few bits of equipment on hire purchase. I'm not going to do it right now, but what we can do is we need to get this into... We can't do that yet. We're still waiting on grass, are we? No, field 13 is ready. So we're going to get this into field 13, and we're going to be planting barley. There we go. Right, that one's ready. It does need repaired, but we can do that when we come back, because we have around £50,000 worth of deposits to put down on vehicles. I know it's quite steep, but hopefully with the onions and the firewood later on, just in a few months, that's really bouncy. Just in the next few months, I think we could pay off a good chunk of that and pay some of them off completely. I know one of them isn't going to be paid off fully. That is going to take, we're going to have to wait for the salmon to come through for that because it is very expensive. But we're going to run through the total cost of the equipment just after we've got this grass all sorted out. see what we've purchased, and make a start on forestry. It's not a massive amount of work, but it's enough to keep us busy, that's for sure. Right, we're going to get started here, and we'll see you in a little bit. There's the plough work in there, and I don't know if you can see in there, cutting the grass field. Right, let's get going for today. Well, here we are up at the logging area now in our forest. They've actually decent sized trees, and we need 12-meter lengths. These split perfectly into two 12-meter lengths, which is ideal. Some of these, for some reason, I can't cut down. I think that one I can cut down. I believe it's this one I can't. The actual trunk is far too big, even though it is only 19.8 meters high, which is a little annoying. I'm going to have to chainsaw some of them down. I won't be able to get them processed through the harvester there, but I will be able to cut them down and load them onto this trailer at decent lengths instead of having to do 3-ton segments. How much are these actually? So apparently they're only 1.8 ton. They're all moving. Let's let's ratchet them down. Save them moving anymore. There we go. I think I've got them all. Oh, one more here. That looks about right. Right, first full load there. Yeah, the yarder's 3 tons per section, but for some reason these were showing 1.8 tons. 10 kilos. Really? Well, that's why it's giving me the hand. I can move. That would be good if I could move the whole trailer there. So yes, this was a very expensive day. We've now got £18,861 in the bank. So first of all, we bought the Bredal lime spreader, which is down at the farm. We finally decided we're going to buy it because the figures was like 16 metre work widths for the other ones, and that one was a bit wider. So that was £2,712 deposit, 546 a month for 10 years. This forwarder, or harvester, whatever you want to call it, the Komatsu 951, is £22,525 deposit, £4,539 per month for 10 years. That is the most expensive. That is the one I was on about towards the start of this episode that wouldn't be paid off this year. The other ones, maybe. It depends how well this sawmill pays off. The log trailer was actually a mod. It'll be in the description of this video. The Fliegl 3AL, so 3 axles, and AL I think is extra long to suit the 12 metre lengths. It was just the easiest one for us to pick for lengths to save wastage and small amounts left over. So this log trailer was £2,012 deposit, £484 a month for 8 years. The Volvo itself, the truck, the FH16, 600 horse, that was £17,525 deposit, £1,596 a month for 10 years, but hopefully we can get that paid off fairly quickly. And the TMC Cancela, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, if that is right, Cancel A. That is what we did the track to come in with. We'll just have a quick look here. So it mulches up the ground, and it now shows us that it needs lime and plough. So it mulches this forest ground, but it also is used for a stump cutter, which we need because obviously we have cut trees down before and there's stumps just everywhere through this forest. We don't want to be running into them. So that was £8,950 deposit, £815 a month for 10 years. So it was just over £50,000 of deposits today, and the sawmill as well, which I think was 890, I can't remember now, 800 and something pounds per day. Right, we're going to head straight down. It doesn't show us how much is on here. We have a fair amount of trees we can still cut down actually to supply the sawmill with, so that's good. And we also have the ones that we can't really see. I'm not able to zoom out far enough. Down the embankment, you can maybe see them there. We planted trees there as well, so there's them to cut. And obviously we're going to take down most of the back end of down up here with a forwarder, chop them up ready. I'm not sure how much the sawmill, let's have a quick look. How much does it take? 140,000 litres. Oh, so it's not going to take much then. This load is maybe going to half fill it. So we'll get another load, but I think we're going to leave the episode there. Not yet though. We're going to head down to the sawmill and we'll see what this makes us at the sawmill. Or not what it makes us, we can't sell it, but we're going to see what it's like when we get down there. So we'll see you in just a minute, see how much this fills it up, and we can make a start processing our wall panels. Well, here we are now at the Caledonia sawmill with a bit of graffiti on the side, which says Highlands. Right, where are we going for this one? I would imagine in the center there. We'll just reverse into there. Very poorly reversed. I'll square up and drive nose in. Alright, hopefully we should just unstrap this and it should take it all in. There we go. Right, this one here I believe. There we go. That was only 27,000 litres worth, really? Oh, we've got a long way to go. Right, well let's make a start. I like how it's 33.6 cycles per month. What's with the 0.6? The others are round figures. Right, okay. While it's being produced, we have 1 litre of prefab walls. So, ending this episode with a whole bunch of new equipment, something new we've never done before, which is forestry. We've never really done it to the scale we're not really going to be doing it to. It's not proper forestry, but it's a start, and it's kind of a side thing to carry us through the winter. That was the whole idea of this, so it's why we rented the sawmill. So when it gets busy again, as we get into planting season, or when we get into harvesting season, and we've got to turn around fields, we've got this in the spare time that we have. So hopefully this brings in a decent chunk of money. Right, I think that'll do for this episode. We'll leave it there and come back in the next one, where hopefully we've got our soybeans ready to harvest and we can get the Fishwood factory back on the go. That's something, actually, I'll double check this before we go. Yeah, no, we've got enough, that's fine. Perfect. Right, that was a panic moment there, because we've only got 18,000 in the bank. Oh, that would have been a fantastic end. No fish food, no money. Right, we'll leave it there. We'll see you again in the next one. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.